everybody, I'm Mike Lyle and I'm from ETV, and I'm sitting down with somebody I'm pretty sure I could take in a fight, John Cena. Now, John is in a new movie entitled 12 Rounds, which comes out March 27th, and his character is Danny Fisher.
Indeed.
Which is a cop. Now, John, please tell me a little bit about your character and the role that you play.
It's an everyday beat cop. Really makes the bust of his life by accident, and in the process, the girlfriend of the evil super genius is killed, and I kind of hold that accountable for myself. A year later, this guy breaks out of prison and takes my soon-to-be wife-to-be and really kind of puts me through a series of 12 rounds or 12 challenges through the city of New Orleans. Now, the cool thing about this character is it's not like some superhuman and invincible sort of super cop. This guy's just an everyday beat cop who complains about his job, really has no handle on his relationship at home. So it was a good change for me. I mean, I did the Marine, and that was kind of a invincible type of persona, and on WWE, I kind of played the invincible type of superhero.
Right.
So it was pretty cool to play John Everyman on this one. It was really, really fun.
Yeah, like you said, you did star in the Marine in 2006. Any other comparisons in between those two movies?
The team surrounding this movie was so much better, and I think it certainly will show up on screen on March 27th. If people go and watch this, and I know the Marine was a great success for us. It did very well, not only box office, but DVD. If you watch The Marine and then watch 12 Rounds, the budget for the movies are identical, and you will be blown away by the production quality that you get from 12 Rounds.
Wow, that's great. Now, you've played a couple action roles. Would you ever want to do a drama or a comedy?
I sure would. I think that's a little bit longer down the road. I think you have to define your identity first, especially in movie making, before you can jump too soon. It's very, very tough to say you can kick somebody's ass and then go tell jokes and make fun of yourself and then go back and try to kick somebody's ass. I think once that bridge is crossed, it's tough to come back. It's possible, but tough. I think I'll have to stick with action for a little while.
Now, as you also stated before, many people may know you better as a WWE wrestler.
Yeah.
So, how has wrestling helped your acting career?
Wrestling is episodic television, and it's very comparable to not only episodic television like a soap opera, but it's also like live theater. We do episodic television every week. Raw is the longest episodic television show in the history of television. We're on, I believe, episode 823.
Wow.
And not only that, we have a live audience every week. Sometimes 10,000, sometimes 20,000, sometimes 80,000. So it really is live theater as well. You kind of get the best of both worlds. But on a negative standpoint, you can't take the attributes of a Broadway play and put it on screen. It doesn't really translate. It's very over the top, very playing to the audience at hand. So I really had to kind of calm down a little bit to do the movie.
What is it like standing in the ring with thousands of people, standing around cheering for you?
It is the best. It's the best feeling ever. It really is, and not only because we got a great group of guys and gals, but because the WWE universe is filled with such an exciting fan base. Our fans love to come to our events. They know they're going to get their money's worth. They know our entertainment is second to none. And they're encouraged to be part of our entertainment. The signs, the dress, I mean, their attitude. It just makes it really, really fun every time you step out there.
Now, this is a very Fight Club-esque question.
Sure.
If you could wrestle anyone, alive or dead, who would it be?
It's a good question. I already had a run-in with K-Fed, so that one's off the list. I'd put Bill O'Reilly on the list.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Now, also, a lot of people believe that wrestling's fake. What do you usually say to people that ask you that?
If you believe that wrestling is real, we may have to have an entirely private conversation about the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus. We offer entertainment and escape to our fans. For someone to say that wrestling is not physical, that's just an ignorant statement. And I pride the efforts of Mickey Rourke in a movie like The Wrestler, which has such mainstream success. It kind of makes what we do a little bit more commonplace, where people can say, yeah, they're entertaining people, but damn, they go through a lot. Because we do. We have 250 of those matches every year. I've been on tour for the past 7 years, so I mean, it does take its toll on the body, but what we do is for entertainment. There's certainly no pure sport element to it. That's an obvious question.
Now you also have many talents overall. You're an actor, you're a wrestler, and you're even a rapper. How did you discover you had so many talents?
You know what? It's a lot of it has to do with luck and opportunity. I got involved with professional wrestling and sports entertainment by accident. I was asked to introduce my hip-hop persona to the WWE by accident, and literally I got my first movie, The Marine, by accident. The script was originally written for Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Wow.
And he was on the outs with the WWE at the time, and I literally got pulled into an office, said, hey, we're already in pre-production of this movie, you're gonna make this movie for us, go ahead and go. So I guess as long as you're ready for opportunity when it shows up, you can make some good out of it.
Now, you attended Springfield College in Massachusetts,
Yep.
and you played football, and you also graduated with an exercise physiology
Yep.
degree, and you also wanted to be a bodybuilder at one point?
I was actually doing bodybuilding to pretty much stay athletic. I mean, at a young age, I fell in love with baseball, and then that love transferred to football. I played 8 years of football through high school and then through college. And at 6 feet, 240 pounds, and an offensive lineman, I knew my last college game was my last game. And there wasn't any really organized sport or club sport around, so I got my degree in pretty much learning how to lift weights, and I just kind of applied it to something that would keep me healthy, and that was bodybuilding.
Well, I could tell that you've definitely used that very well to your advantage.
I've just made being physically fit a part of my lifestyle.
That's great. Now also, you used to be a Boston Red Sox fan.
I still am.
And you still are.
Yeah.
But you also kind of have a Tampa Bay Devil Rays or
Well,
Rays.
now the Devil Rays would get on your case because there's no more Devil Rays. It's the Tampa Bay
that's
Rays.
right.
This is the whole story about that, and it's a very interesting story. When you're born in Boston, you grow up in Boston, if anything besides the Red Sox comes out of your mouth, you're immediately burned at the stake. It's almost like the Salem witch trials. But I live in Tampa.
Right.
Any time that I have off, the very brief time I have off, I usually get to go down to the Trop and catch some games because it's all the AL East teams. You still get to see some good competition. The more games I go to, the more players I meet. I know these players, I know their families, I know their wives and children. So I do have a great connection with the Rays. Their front office has been wonderful. I also have a pretty good connection with the Sox. I know a couple of the guys, and last year when the Rays started to get hot, the media painted the picture of, okay, when are the Rays going to collapse? Rather than, hey, look, we have a new team in the AL East. I kind of took offense to that because I knew these guys. Just before they won the division, I got a prank call really late at night from one of my friends in the Red Sox, pretty much trashing me, trashing where I lived, trashing the Rays and everything they stood for. Totally sarcastic. But I said, all right, I'll wait my time and I'll get you guys. And the day the Rays won the division, I made it a point to go down to the party. There's 10,000 people in St. Pete. I called these guys back as the Sox are on the plane, flying to Anaheim to play the Angels. Said, if you think this team was a joke, there's 10,000 people that'll prove you wrong. And it's on YouTube, it's great. The people are screaming into the phone. So it was something to basically kind of liven up the AL East, which is primarily a division dominated by the Sox and the Yankees. The Rays are a great team with a lot of great young players. I certainly don't know how they'll do this year, but it was good to see them do well. And you always kind of have a soft spot for the underdog, So it was. I'm just trying to stir up a rivalry.
I also understand, not surprisingly, you're a muscle car fanatic.
Yeah.
So,
I couldn't see that one coming.
If you were to choose between working on a motor all day or working out, which one would you go with?
Working out doesn't take that long. I certainly wouldn't want to work out all day. I can work on a motor. If you give me a good 30-pack of Pabst Blue Ribbon and a 9/16 socket wrench, I'm fine.
All right, that's the way to go. All right, now this is also might be a tough question for you. Who's a better actor, you or The Rock?
The Rock has certainly been unbelievable on screen. This only being my second feature, I got a lot to learn. He's already made a name for himself, so much so that he is now a full-time actor. I certainly don't have any aspirations of leaving the wrestling ring, but in one word, to answer your question, Dwayne Johnson right now is a better actor. Right now.
Right now. Well, John, thank you so much. I really appreciate
your
time.
No sweat, man. You actually had some great questions. We saved you guys for last, and we've been everywhere in Atlanta today, and I can say you guys were the best in.
All right, real quickly, before you get out, what's your favorite college memory now that you're here at Emory?
Favorite college memory was, man, I hope the people at Springfield don't get this, and they will. We ran an illegal bar out of our townhouse our senior year, and there were supposed to be 8 people staying in our townhouse. There was only 5. And over that year, we made a lot of money, under the table, of course. And most of all, I made 4 good friends that I still keep in touch with to this day. So my fondest memories from college are the connections that I have. I still keep in touch with those guys. We get together every summer. It's like clockwork, and I believe we're coming up on our 10th anniversary. My God. But we still raise hell just like we used to. So I really won't forget those days in that old townhouse.
Well, John, again, thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
Everybody make sure to check out his movie on March 27th.
We gotta plug the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
March 27th. You got to go to the theaters and see it.
12 rounds right here.
12
John
rounds.
Cena, this guy, he'll be there. So again, thank you so much. I'm Mike Lau from ETV.
And I'm John Cena from 12 Rounds, March 27th. Thank you.